Another day in Hell's Kitchen. That's the title of today's message. Jaguars up. Another day in Hell's Kitchen, and we're going to see what they cooking up for us today. See, every day they serving you the same menu every day. Every day they serving you the same menu. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. That's the diet. Bullshit. A diet strictly based upon bullshit. That's right. You see, no matter the pattern of the day is still the same. And I want to give you an example. It's like being at the dry cleaner. And you know, like when you go to the dry cleaner, they got the door and it's a see-through glass. That's the same way the day is. No matter how the clothes spin, no matter how they drop, like when they spinning and they dropping, each 360-degree cycle of the spin in the dryer creates a different pattern of the way the clothes fall and separate in the dryer. They never drop the same. Just like everybody has a different fingerprint, but nevertheless, the result is the same. The clothes are drying no matter what. No matter how they fall, no matter how they fold in place when they drop from the top to the bottom and keep spinning and fluffing around in the dryer, the effect of the clothes, the effect of the hot air in the dryer, the purpose does not change. The purpose is to dry the clothes in the dryer. That's the purpose of it. So that's what I mean by a appetite of bullshit. Another day in Hell's Kitchen. And that example I just gave you, that's an example of the illusion of difference. The clothes in the dryer, they always fall in a different pattern, but the effects of the air, the hot air in the dryer, the purpose of it is the same. No matter what clothes you put in, the purpose of those clothes is to dry in the dryer. And that's the purpose for this human prison ballroom. The effects are the same. It doesn't change. This is Hell's Kitchen. The illusion of difference is real, people. It's an illusion that something is different because it got a different face on it. No, it's the same people. It's the same motherfuckers. It don't change. They're using that same fire in that stove in Hell's Kitchen to cook your ass. Think about that. If the element, let me ask you something now. Can I ask you a question real quick? If the element that you cook something with doesn't change, which is fire and heat, right? That means that everything you put in the stove is what? You want to talk to the people? No, I'm asking you a question. Think about what I just said. If you cook everything with heat, right? Everything is cooked with heat, right? Okay, what does that tell you? That everything is the same. You get what I'm saying? Because you're using the same element. You know the elements, right? What are the elements? Don't be afraid. You got your face covered up. Don't be afraid. You got your face covered up. What are the elements? Water, fire, air. Why are you so shy? You got your face covered up. You got a mask on. I'm doing a lesson. I got a real big YouTube channel. So you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So the elements are the same. They don't change, right?
Yeah.
And you use the element of fire to cook, right?
Yeah.
So what does that tell you? That everything is what? The same. Everything is the same. If it was different, then the element wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's all I want to do. Nice being a prop for us. Thank you. You have a good one. You see? Y'all wanted me to do that more. Somebody said, Duff, I want to see you interview HPBs more, get more HPBs. I'll do that more on the channel. We'll talk to these people. You know, she didn't want to, show her face and whatever. But I'm gonna have to edit this, so I'm about to log off real quick, so we'll get back. So no matter what, and we back, no matter what, everything cooks with fire. So there's no change up in Hell's Kitchen. They cooking you with the same fire, the same agenda up in Hell's Kitchen. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. This illusion of difference thing is real. It's real. The agenda of the HPB realm, it does not change. It does not change. And I think I'm gonna start doing more of these, because somebody told me when I was at the beach, I forget who commented, they was like, Left Side, I enjoy these when you out in the field kind of videos. So I told myself I'll, be out in public places like Walmart, out in the field. And I might catch some more people today, but we'll see. We'll see. Looking for some cookies. And another thing, up in Hell's Kitchen, everything is a mirage. And let me explain. Okay, you'll see like TV and movies, and you'll see other people doing things and it look like they having a good time, or you'll see another dude approach a girl and it goes well for him, or you'll see somebody else doing something that's challenging for you, but they'll try to tell you that it's so easy. Only thing you got to do is just sign up and do this and that. And in your mind, you believing that, oh, they did it, so it's going to be the same way for me. And seldomly is that the case. And you know why that is? Because people that you see and it look like they having a good time and they got the perfect marriage and all of this, even that boy back there with that smile on his face, it's like he's smiling, agreeing with what I'm saying. You see that boy back there? That's another synchronicity. It appears like it's fun and they having this good time, but in reality, when you really step out into it and you step into what they doing, you realize it's not as good or not as fun, and it doesn't work out for you. But on the other shoulder, they'll tell you that don't give up. Keep at it. It got to work out one day. But guess what? It seldomly never works out. You know why? Because this is a mirage. It's like a mirage in a desert. It's a pool of water, but it's not there. It's not really real. It's just something to keep luring you forward into the HPB realm. That's what it's designed to do. But I got a remedy for that. The remedy to cure all of that is simply accepting things for what it is. Meaning, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work out. And I'm not speaking doubt. See, the only thing that never failed me was my truthful consciousness that speaks to me. Everything else, when you just taking a chance, rolling dice, think about it. It's almost like rolling dice. The chances of you rolling doubles is less than the chances of you not rolling doubles. You get what I'm saying? That's what you're dealing with, a dice roll. And pretty much, people hype themselves up too much. People hype themselves up a lot. You know why they hype themselves up? Because they've been fed I didn't like that guy I was around. And sometimes, see, it's not just because I be around a person. It's certain people. Because remember in the other video, I was in a shoe store and a dude I seen, and I was like, yeah. And I told him what I was doing because he didn't have that kind of energy. So it's not just, oh, I'm paranoid and I get around certain people, I just got to hush. No, I can tell. I'm telling y'all, man. But back to what I was saying. Too often, they hype you up to believe that. See, the system isn't even designed for everybody to be millionaires and for everybody to be rich. It's not designed like that. In the game of Monopoly, if everybody was rich, nobody could win. Somebody got to be the one to be placed in jail. You know, when you go around the Monopoly board, life is the same way. So they sell you this pipe dream so you will be enthusiastic. But at the same time, they know it's just a pipe dream. Like these politicians, every 4 years, they selling people the same pipe dreams, knowing that it's a pipe dream. That's why I don't care if Biden is the president. I don't care if Trump is the president. It's a bunch of bullshit they feeding you. This is Hell's Kitchen. And the more you realize that and begin to wake up, then you won't be disappointed. They just hyping you up, injecting you with a hype drug. But that's why I'm here to inject you with an antiviral dosage of the truth injection to get rid of that bullshit they put in your bloodstream. Okay? I'm telling you the real deal. I'm not like these other channels talking that bullshit. That's why I don't like when people be posting the other channels and shit. I don't listen to other people because if they not talking about what I'm saying, if they not talking what I'm saying, I say fuck them. Fuck them with hot fire pokers. That's what I'm saying. So don't come at me with other people's shit. If they not talking about HPB reality, then they not saying shit. Y'all know how I do it on this channel. We don't give a fuck. So That's why you can't look at other people for inspiration. Because they'll tell you these inspiring life stories, but that shit never works out for you. I'm trying to tell you. I don't look at other people for inspiration. I go by the truth and my consciousness. This person's life story and all of that shit, fuck out of here with that. I go by the left side of the brain story. And besides, you can't trust somebody else's life story because 9 times out of 10, they was a HPB. You know what I'm saying? So the rules of the game for HPB, they just a hologram. You having a soul, you think your story is gonna play out like that person's story? Duh. HPBs, they look out for each other. So that's why I don't go with other people's experiences. Because I know how the HPB realm operates. 9 times out of 10, those people were soulless. They went on a job. They did the job interview. And the person knew that they were soulless, so they gave them the job. So you can't go by that person's experience. You got to go by the experience of somebody with a soul. If I go into the interview and that motherfucker see that I can see, and I can see through him, and that our spirits don't agree with each other, he's not going to give me the job. That's why I say I don't go by the experiences of soulless people. I'm telling y'all, man. Oh, she dated him. She'll give you a shot. That motherfucker was a devil. That's why she attracted to him. You think it's going to be the same for you? No. And then when it don't work out, you'll be like, it worked out for that person. Why didn't it work out for me? The motherfucker that person was built into the game. That's what you don't understand. You're looking at the game and thinking, okay, just because a person on a cartoon jump off a cliff and they get up like the road runner and keep running and everything, that's a cartoon. He's built into the cartoon. But if you try that, your ass is going to die. So it's the same, way with the HPB realm. I don't look at these people as examples and for inspiration. Fuck them. But we're gonna come back. I'm gonna have to edit this. Y'all think about what I said. I'm back, Jags. I'm sorry, this video is very choppy. But them make the best videos sometimes, I'll just have to edit. But anyway, when it comes to this HPB stuff, man, us men, you really have to understand this. Women are not faced with this. They don't have the same reality as you, okay? They go through some trials in life, but it's not as bad as you. And I think we already know that. I think we all can agree to that. So the cards are really stacked up against us men, with souls, that is. Not just any kind of man. Let's make a clear distinction, because you have HPB males who are actually females, and they just alike. Those are the ones who create that illusion. They come together. Like I told you about those demon couples that you see, those are demon couples. Half of the people that you see out here walking around and holding hands, they demon couples. Demons. I know y'all don't believe that. A lot of things I say, it goes over the heads of people. You see, it goes over your head because no one has ever told you this. When you have the heads of state, the presidents and their wife, demon couples. Even the word president itself, I wish I had a marker with me. But within the word president, you have the word serpent. Serpent. President is spelled President. So when you remove the D from the word president, then you are left with what? When you remove the D and the I, you left with the word serpent. Now the D and the I, shut up, lady.
I need all cap 2 back there. Sign area, please. Thank you.
Shut the fuck up, while she know I'm doing what I'm doing. When you take the D and the I out of the word president and you rearrange the letters, what word are you left with? You left with the word serpent. Serpent. Now, how do you identify the president? He's a serpent. Because the I and D that you take out of the word, and when you put the I in front of the D and put it next to the word serpent, you have identified who the president is and who he works for. ID serpent. You get it? ID serpent. They put it right in front of your face in the words. ID serpent. The word president. I wish I had a marker and a piece of paper so I can show you this. Let me see if I can find it. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Let me go over it again. President is spelled President. When you take the I and the D out of the word president, you left with the letters that are needed when you rearrange those letters to spell the word serpent. And when the letters that you subtracted from president, the I and the D, when you put that next to the word serpent, you have identified who the president is. A serpent. ID, identification, serpent. Because they got all of the ways of a serpent. You can't trust a snake. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it means. Hey, I'm gonna interview this lady. Look. Hey, ma'am, you're not in here with your husband or nothing, are you? Can I tell you some interesting news?
Sure.
All right.
Hold on, Coach.
You want to say hey to the people? All right. I just told them, when you take the word president, a lot of people haven't thought about this.
Right.
The president is really,
An ass, but yeah.
they work for the devil.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and in the word president, you got a pen? All right. Dang. I know what I can do. You got like text on your phone?
Yes.
All right.
I'm currently on the phone though.
Oh.
So sorry.
All right. If you take the word president, right?
Uh-huh.
And if you take the I and D out of the word president, you left with the letters that spell the word serpent. When you rearrange the words.
Oh God!
And
I'm
look,
done with you.
and look, no, look,
bruh.
and when you have the ID that you took
It's
out,
serpent. If you take out ID out of president, it's serpent.
you take, and then the
You can do
ID,
that, aren't you?
the ID you identify. You know how they say the ID card?
Yes.
You identify who he is. ID serpent.
I'm done with you.
They tell.
I didn't come to Walmart to think.
You said what?
I didn't come in here to think.
But
You just blew my mind.
right.
Stop it.
You have a good one. She said she didn't come in here to think. I just blew her mind. They put that stuff right in front of our faces. They put that stuff right in front of our faces, man. And I know a lot of other stuff, but I ain't gonna say all I know right now. That's just a little bit. I'm telling y'all, man. But I'm gonna come back. Y'all hold tight. What y'all think about that? She said, I didn't come in here to think. That was funny. Yeah, like, and she was okay. She was cool. You can't dog everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, was she United Soul? No, she wasn't. Was she so bad to the point? Remember, we talked about that soul percentage thing. She seemed to be a pretty cool person, you know. You can't just throw everybody out you got to know how to balance all of this information, because she fell in place with what we were doing. And I give her credit, because how many women will stop and take the time? Most women get attitude, they'll get upset. So we got to give her the benefit or the credit for at least, you know, being generous enough to take time out of her day to allow me to. So we hand claps to that lady from the left side of the brain Jaguar community, or the Jaguar community. So, you know, shout outs to her, whoever she was. But I'm telling y'all, like, if you tell your friends what I just told you, you don't even got to tell them you got it from the left side of the brain channel. You will be amazed if you're trying to make a good impression on a female or something, or just your friends at a party or something. Tell them what I told you about that president thing. Don't tell them where you got it from. And you'll be amazed how, if you wanted to introduce someone into the Jaguar information, you can use that president thing. And once you tell them that, they're going to react either two ways. They're going to say, oh, where'd you get that from? Or they're going to be like, wow. And once they say, wow, you got them. Then you can introduce them to the channel. This is how we can gain subscribers and everything like that. Because my channel should really be bigger than what it is. But because of the information that I put out, YouTube, they control what's said. Like, they will never let me monetize my videos. And I already know that. And that's why I put my Cash App under some of my videos, because they're not going to let me monetize. So if someone did want to give me a love offering or something, YouTube, as far as equipment and things I need, and, you know, all of the time I take to do the videos, YouTube will never allow me to monetize. They're not going to let me do that. But it's fun, because either way, I'm not going to water down my information. I can easily change up my script and blow up even, you know, bigger. The last channel I had, like, way more subscribers, then we had to start over from scratch and build things up. But if I wanted to, I thought about it. I really could just change up my message, make it more watered down. But then y'all would be upset. Y'all would leave me if I did that, because you'll look at the left side of the brain channel and say, what? This ain't left side. You know, so that's why I keep it real. I'm out here in the field. I keep it grimy, because that's how I am. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So, yeah, that's what it is. And I'll be back.